In this tutorial we are going to start the fourth chapter, that is mainly based on this CSV file. So it is mainly on the transferring files between a CSV files and a data frame and storing a data frame in a CSV file. Now how can you load a CSV file to a data frame? So you have to use the read underscore CSV function to read a CSV file. So in the CSV function, read CSV function, you have these attributes like names. So we can specify the names of the data frame using this names argument. Then next you have the header. So header will give the default heading like 0, 1, 2, 3, and then after that the row, the data of the rows in the data frame. Then next skip rows. So skip rows tells how many rows from the CSV you have to be skipped. The next index call. So if you want to use the index column coming from the CSV file as the index label. So if you want to name the indexes based on a specific column from the CSV file, then you can use it. The next n rows will read the specified number of rows, means how many rows from this CSV file you want to read, you can specify it. Then last one is sep. Use if the separator character in CSV file different from comma. So apart from comma in the CSV file, if some other characters are used, then you have to specify it in this argument, sep argument. Then next, storing data frames, data to a CSV. So how can you store a CSV file to a data frame to a CSV file? So toCSV function is used to save the data of the data frame in a CSV file. So here how to do it? So you have to name the data frame, then that toCSV and then path name. So you have to specify the path as well as the file name, the name of the file in which you want to store the data frame. Then sep argument is used to specify if you want to give other separator characters apart from comma. By default, NaN values are stored as empty strings. So by default, a gap will be there if NaN values are there in the data frame. But if you want to specify some string instead of that NaN value, then you can use the narep argument so that to specify your own string instead of this NaN. So let's see practically. So here as you can see, I have a CSV file, that is file.csv with the roll numbers first column, then name, then marks. So it is known as CSV because it's comma separated values. As you can see here, first row, second row, third row. Then in the Python, you have to import first pandas, then you have to take one data frame, then you have to specify the path and the file name, that is file.csv. Then let's run it. So in the next, this read CSV, you can see that I have specified header is equal to none, means the header will be 0, 1 and 2. Then next, here as you can see, the CSV file has been imported as a data frame. Then here I have used the header is equal to none. So header will be 0, 1 and 2. So here as the header is 0, 1 and 2, means the column names are 0, 1 and 2. Therefore the column names which are there in the CSV file, that is roll number, name and marks, have come in the first row. Then next, again I have specified the column names as ABC and I have used the skip rows one. So I am skipping the first row, that is this one, roll number, name, marks. As here as you can see in the output, what is there? ABC is there, the column names, and the first row, that is roll number, name, marks, have been skipped. Okay. Then next, in this index call is equal to marks, so I am using the call function, index call function, to specify the marks as the index. So here, as you can see, the marks column has been used as the index value. So here, this column, that is C column, the marks column has been used as the index values. Then at last I am exporting this file, that is df.4, this data frame, to a CSV file, that is with the name new file.csv. So now, as you can see, I am going to see the desktop, and there what I have found, that there is a file name called new file.csv. So it is exporting this file in a CSV file, means the data frame in a CSV file. So that much for this tutorial. Thank you.